got outfought for the football in the end zone on a decisive play in the game, so you know that Stephen Clark is revved up for the rematch.
Well, no question, it's this matchup on the outside. Walker versus Clark. Walker in that game, 8 catches, 121 yards. As you said, that decisive touchdown catch.
Second down. Riley under pressure. Gonna get dropped. Back at the 30, it's David Menard with the sack. And for the University of Montreal product, 4th sack on the season.
Menard getting in that D-line rotation from his end spot. He and Jabbar Westerman, the 2 Canadians, rotating through on that D-line. Terrific career for the Montreal Carabins. He's had quick impact here in his 2 seasons as a BC Lion.
Mentioned John White hit his 200th career field goal to open the scoring. And this one is blocked. So the Lions special teams are giving and taking here, and a big block here. Is that Mikhail Brooks that got his paw on the football, and no damage done against BC after the fumble recovery.
Keep an eye right on the interior of this BC defensive line. I mean, they just collapse things here.
It is Big Brooks, who's had a terrific rookie season, 45 tackles from his defensive tackle spot, and he swipes that kick down. So it remains 7-3. Flag down, look out. Jonathan Jennings punished. Aaron Grimes comes around the corner.
Looks like Grimes was one of the guys that moved early. We'll wait and see if that is in fact
offside. Edmonton, number 36. 5-yard penalty, remains 1st down.
Got quite a shot in for a 5-yard penalty.
Aaron Grimes excited for the opportunity to rush the quarterback from that halfback spot. Andrew Harris hung on the fake too long, as you saw. Didn't get off to him, but the offside will negate that sack.
15 different Eskimos have sacks this year, including Grimes from his defensive halfback position, 1st and 5, and Andrew Harris is tossed down, short gain. Don Aramis Sion with the tackle.
Football is such a game of communication, Chris. We talked about it on that miscue by the BC punt return team, handling that one where 2 guys have to understand where one another are. Similar case when you've got the halfback blitzing like that. Andrew Harris needs his receivers letting him know that the guy over me is coming. You're getting blitzed, hammer, whatever you want to call that halfback blitz, so he can abort that fake and get there to pick it up.
Well, they're coming again, and Willie Jefferson jumped the gun. Let's find out if he was drawn offside.
Offside. Edmonton, number 99. 5-yard penalty. This makes it a 1st down.
Was Jefferson, who had a couple of sacks the last time out against BC.
When you come into a ball game against a team of aggressive pass rushers with your list of tricks to try and negate their rush and manage things, and one of those is obviously changing up your snap count so they can't time up their rush. A nice job of executing that by Jennings.
Duncan's BC a 1st down up at the 47-yard line. Here's Austin Colley on the hitch. And Colley able to weave his way through the first wave and up around midfield.
The pass is complete.
7-yard pickup for Colley, who was not in the lineup the last time against Edmonton.
BYU product, former NFLer, Austin Colley. 1st year here in the CFL.
Touchdowns in his last 3 and has a touchdown pass to boot.
Showing his versatility a little bit.
Best quarterback rating in the league. 2nd and about 2.5. And here's Harris, and he leans out, trying to stretch for the 1st down. Jefferson the tackle. It's looks like it's going to be 3rd and inches.
Well, nice for a young quarterback in Jonathan Jennings to be able to be in a 2nd and short situation, particularly against a team like Edmonton. We talk about how crucial that 1st down production is. so it doesn't become a matter of advantage for the pass rushers.
Almost a full yard. And that ground game has not been established. Punt team's coming on.
Sometimes you get it around midfield like this, and this is gambling territory. So Edmonton's going to leave the defense on in a punt safe situation for BC. Suspect that they may opt to try and take an edge in the field position battle here with the punt.
Leone's been turning it loose here in this first quarter. Took a little off that one, and on the sidelines, it'll go out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Well, it all comes down to Monday. CTV News will be there wherever you are, on air, online, and on the go with the election 2015. It all starts Monday at 7 4 Pacific on CTV. And let's check in down on the field with Dustin Nielsen.
Yeah, guys, with an election just around the corner, that could end up being good news for the BC Lions. These two teams have faced each other 3 times over the years leading up to the election. Within a week of the election, the Lions have won 2 of those, including the 1988 West Final.
See, you're getting early returns. Shakir Bell takes the handoff. Plows his way across the 20-yard line.
I think what we really want to know is how the elections turned out relative to those game scores.
5-yard pickup for Bell. See if Mike Riley can start moving this offense. 9 different receivers last week in the big win against Calgary. Underneath it goes, and Corey Watson has become a bigger part of this offense. 7 targets in each of the last 2 weeks as the second down conversion catch here.
Watson with that big game, as you mentioned, starting to find his niche a little bit within this Edmonton Eskimo offense.
I gave him a first down, but they're just short, so the big team come on, and now Riley off the left side. No hesitation from Chris Jones going for it on 3rd down, even if it is inside his 30.
Well, Chris Jones has established himself over the years as an aggressive coach, whether it's defensively or offensively. Always in attack mode.
Now Riley to the sidelines, and Jordan Lynch comes on.
And if you notice, They just traded helmets.
So apparently one of the helmets doesn't have the radio working properly. A little old school. That's Brampton Centennial stuff. And a catch here by Shamad Chambers, just his 2nd catch of the season.
Shamad Chambers missing the better part of a year with that knee injury. The Eskimos thrilled to have the former first-round pick back in their lineup, working them back into this offense slowly. Wilfrid Laurier product out of Markham High School.
Final play, first quarter, barring a penalty. And Riley guns over the middle. Ladarius Bowman the catch. And the first down up at the 41-yard line. Eric Fraser was there, but Bowman moves the chains. But a bit of a rough quarter for the home team that's won 10 of their last 11. It started with a big return by Kendall Lawrence. But the BC Lions have the lead after 1 quarter, 7-3 through 15 minutes.
Well, and the big thing is the turnover and the points coming off of that turnover. A big boost for the BC Lions, with Mike Riley throwing that one into the waiting arms of Ronnie Yell. Just 12 yards he had to go to give the Lions the lead.
And somebody asked me today when the 17 consecutive weeks of Eskimo football might catch up with them. Do you think it might be today?
Well, there's certainly that opportunity. Of course, the very long stretch for the Edmonton Eskimos between their 2 bye weeks, one coming in week 2, and then the 17 games in between before they get another break. You wonder if fatigue might be a factor. Now, offensively, the Lions have a number of players who haven't necessarily played all of those games in between, including Mike Riley. But defensively, and defense being the key for this team, you wonder if fatigue could become a factor for them late in the season.
Hasn't been a crisp start, but that can change. Going deep, and he's got it. Darius Bowman, touchdown. Wow. 69 yards. That Riley goes deep for a major score.
Big home run shot there. Riley to Bowman. He gets the protection to allow this one time to develop. And Bowman's got a step. Perfectly placed football. Bowman fights to keep his balance. Great lunge to get in at the end. Big home run play there for the green and gold.
More yards on that play than in his first 2 games against BC. Mike Riley's been dialing long distance with Kenny Stafford of late. But Bowman has his biggest play of 2015. Fatigue not an issue on the opening play of the second quarter.
Absolutely not.
BC did not surrender a big play last week. They do here to Riley and Bowman.
Yeah, Darius Bowman lines up as the number 2 receiver to the field. Straight man coverage. He just catches the halfback. Ryan Phillips flat-footed. Free safety. Fraser's late getting over with the help. Again, ball placed perfectly. In stride. And just like that, 10-7 Esks.
Nice sure-handed fingertip catch, and already his 4th 100-yard game of the year, 111, and he's within 3 yards of a 1,000-yard season.
Let's go, Eskimo fans! I want to give a shout out to everybody back in Chattanooga.
Chris Rainey on a return for BC and brought down around the 33-yard line. Tackle on the play made by Corey Jones, and see if Jonathan Jennings can respond.
Well, the Edmonton Eskimos are a team that plays with so much emotion that momentum in a ball game can shift in a hurry. This is where it's important for Jonathan Jennings and the Lions to put together a solid drive and stem any building momentum here.
To Arsenault, who's been the favorite target of late. Last 4 games, 25 catches, 477 yards, and 4 touchdowns in the last 2 games for the Manny Show.
Again, Arsenault getting a whole lot more looks now as he's moved a little closer to the quarterback.
So he blitz again, and Jennings gets it away, and it's incomplete. Brian Burnham can't hang on, and it'll be 3rd and 2.
Tight coverage there from the strong side linebacker. Otha Foster to break that one up. Quick 2 and out, not the momentum breaker that the BC Lions were looking for.
So Leone getting set to kick it to Kendall Lawrence. Pressure on, but Leone drills this, and Lawrence back at his 22. Gets a block, and then gets taken down at the 35-yard line, a 48-yard boot. And a 69-yard touchdown for Darius Bowman.
The BC Lions have had trouble of late with their punt protection. Very nearly this time it was Sherritt getting through to almost block this one. Now, Adam Bighill's the deep back. He ends up taking Willie Jefferson on the outside, but your responsibility there has to be inside out. I'm not sure if he's anticipating that the guard is going to crash all the way down to the A gap, but again, that comes down to a matter of communication.
Play, clipping, Edmonton, number 45, 15-yard penalty, first down.
There you see special teams coordinator Chuck McMahon trying to get things straightened out on the sidelines.
Dexter McCoyle drew the flag down the sidelines, and this one almost intercepted by TJ Lee, the third intended for Darrell Walker. Mike Riley had success with the deep ball against Calgary in the Labor Day rematch, but since then, only 3 times they've had big plays in the last 4 games until the Bowman connection.
Yeah, and it's largely been those looks that we've seen to Kenny Stafford on the home run balls. Stafford, 3 catches, 3 touchdowns in his last 3 outings. See if Mike Riley starting to settle back in here with Mr. Bowman.
Here comes the blitz on Riley, sidesteps it, in some trouble, Craig Rowe, and Riley will throw it away to avoid the sack. But the punt team will have to come on, so BC dials up pressure and forces it to an out.
Well, TJ Lee had a sack from his halfback position the last time these 2 teams met. Comes free again here from the halfback position. Will come from the left side of your screen. Late, there's the unblocked man. Riley manages to dodge it and stay alive long enough to chuck that one out of bounds.
So Shaw standing at his 6. Lets it fly to Rainey from his 43. Rainey across midfield. Rainey still going down to the 38-yard line. Brought down by Matthew Boulay. Great field position for the Lions after a 29-yard return. 4-5. Alouettes embroiled in the possibility of a crossover to the west.
We'll take a look back at that punt return. You see the off returner, Marco Iannuzzi. Great block here that's going to spring his partner back there in Chris Rainey. It's not often in today's CFL that you see teams using 2 deep men on punt return unless it's a windy day, but nicely executed by the Lions there.
See what they do with this terrific field position, handed off to Harris. And again, nothing doing on the ground here. Almondo Sewell plugs up the hole and limits the gain to 3.
Andrew Harris had 175 yards from scrimmage the first time that these 2 teams met this season back in August. However, week 14, game 2 of the series, Harris went down early due to injury. It almost seemed like the Lions' offense slowed down a little bit with 33 out of the lineup.
2nd and 7, pressure on, but Jennings steps up, a wide side toss, and there is Arsenault who gets away and steps out. Prior to that pass, he was 10 yards short of 1,000, and he gets 12, so Arsenault over 1,000, the 3rd man to do it in the CFL this season.
Here, just a quick out route from Arsenault from that number 3 receiver position. Timing route from Jennings, good protection up front.
Joins Eric Rogers, Chris Williams, and Darius Bowman only 3 yards away. First down BC. They throw the hitch to Colley. They got something going on a reverse. Chris Rainey around the corner. And an innovative play that I don't think we've seen before.
Little creativity there from offensive coordinator George Cortez. We've seen them run the hitch already to Austin Colley in this ball game.
And we've seen Colley throw out of that situation, but
now adding a new wrinkle to things. Follow Rainey coming from the right side of your screen. Just trying to get that Eskimos defense moving the wrong way.
Grabs the force out of bounds after an 8-yard pickup as Rainey got the edge on Dion Lacey. 2nd and 2. Fake to Harris, and there's Burnham. Got the catch. And a first down. A little off balance, or he might have had more.
Yeah, there will be no style points on that one, but the Lions will take the first down. There's the man calling the shots, George Cortez. Long-time CFL offensive coordinator. George really a guy who's been a jack of all trades in this league over the years. He's coached on both sides of the ball. O-line, D-line. He's been a D coordinator as well.
Got them into the red zone. First and goal from the 8. And Jennings going to take off with it. Picks his way down near the 2 and then is halted there around the 3-yard line. He is
Jennings calls
stopped.
his own number and gets inside the 5-yard line.
Well, things opened up like a quarterback draw here for Jennings, but I don't think that was the intent. Things were just covered up. Young QB pulls it down, sets his team up in a short yardage situation here at the 2-yard line. Good decision.
Eskimos didn't allow counter in the red zone the entire game last week. Second and goal, pressure, and the ball batted down. Well, they brought the heat from both the Foster and J.C. Shen. And it'll be 3rd and goal from the 2.
Well, one of the things that Jonathan Jennings did very well in the previous meeting between these two teams was the way that he handled pressure with patience. But here, Otha Foster is going to show right in his face. Jennings is just looking to get rid of this football in a hurry. Nowhere near intended an available receiver.
A knocked down by the gregarious Odell Willis. Jennings looking to the bench. They have the wrong grouping out there. Somebody missing. They'll likely have to take the time count.
Time count violations. BC number 10.
Unless
Yeah,
intentional to give Leone a little better angle.
Yeah, doing the quick count. There were 12 on the field.
5-yard penalty. Repeat third down.
But they're not going to move it back. I guess they did move it back. They can decline, but so Leone, who missed a short kick a couple of weeks ago, 24-31, ties it up. But it could have been more. Lions were threatening, but Odell Willis with the rejection. And the Lions settled for 3.